All right, folks, we've had a bit of an epiphany with that inspiration from the Will Ferrell quote. Will Ferrell goes, "You're probably not going to. This probably isn't going to work out, and if it doesn't, you could do something else. And so let's have fun trying." And so I was asking myself, like, what would it really look like for the plan to go pro? Like, what would that plan look like? And then I started going backwards. I said, okay. At 15 years old, I got offered a spot on the Metro Stars U18 team, the reserve team, right? It was a U18 tryout, and I was 15 at the time, and I got offered a reserve spot. And I was thinking, what was I doing then? Right, like in my prime age of 15 years old, what was I doing? And it was Tom Turnbull every week, and I was just playing against players who were better than me. And so I'm thinking, I gotta focus on what I know and what I was best at, which is so juggling at speed, so juggling weighted balls, always a different weighted ball every day. That's principle number one. Could play the complete Tom Turnbull progression with a different ball every day. That's challenge one. Challenge two is, be so explosive that I could jump on top of a goal. Right? So if I could jump and go from the field and go to jump on top of goal, and the vision would be just to become so raw, explosive, where, most of the time, if you're a forward or a winger, and the only time I become on the field is as a replacement, right? Because I would be, And so the vision is, if I could step on the field and be so explosive where I could catch the defender sleeping, right? Because they're going to be taxed. Right? Most defenders don't come out in a 90-minute game. And so let's say I got put in the second half of the second half. That means I got close to 20 to 25 minutes to do some damage. 3 chances on goal, try to bang one goal. One of those 3 chances. And so if I'm one of the most explosive on the field, the vision is be able to put a few in. And so explosive, like one of the most explosive people anyone's ever seen before. And so I'm thinking Kador Ziani. I got to get on the Kador Ziani daily program. That's 2, right? His daily training. And number 3, I have to take good care of my body, right? I think the misconception is like, or not misconception, it's never overtrain. So never train more in one day that you could recover from tomorrow. And so what it goes back to again is fundamentals. It's like, can my diet be pristine? Can my sleep be pristine? Can I sauna every day? Can I design my life where I'm making it so I'm not fighting against my own plan of training? It's like the design of my training plan works in flow with my work schedule. So for example, on Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays, in theory, I'm getting out of work between 2 and 3 a.m. And so to try and wake up at 5 or 6 a.m. and having a super intense training session, if you think about it, really doesn't make sense. And so how do I take my current schedule and make it so that it's more intuitive, right? To maximize the punishing, like make it so that I'm going with the grain downhill instead of against the grain uphill, right? How do I make it easy for myself, for my life, like make it easy to have a hard life, like make my training playful but very challenging. And so what are the other ideas? What do we want to utilize that not everyone's utilizing? No pro players, I think, are doing the alternating underhand sneak. That's one. And so being able to get to a point where I could do an alternating underhand sneak with a significantly heavy, like a piece of chain. Right, I think I got that 14-pound chain at home. No one's doing a 14-pound alternating underhand sneak, and why I think that really matters is because if I can make it so that my running technique is so flawless that especially with that research that just came out, right? That post I just put out, it's like I think that's my biggest contribution to athletics in the world. And so that's one. Two is I need daily access to a reverse hyper machine, and so I gotta get one of those again. That's $1,000. The best one's $1,000, and I need a whole spectrum of a size 1 ball through a size 5 ball, and then instead of just doing a Thai Fitness 2.2 pound medicine ball, I want to challenge myself using different weighted balls heavier than a 2.2 pound medicine ball. And so maybe see how much however many kilograms, so 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. That means a 2 kilogram ball is 4.4, 3 kilogram, 6.6, so on and so on, and get it to a point where like my dad used to say, he goes, the way you run, you're faster with the ball at your feet than you are without it. And so, the other vision is that, I saw this someone was putting up, posting training videos, like they would kind of every day they would put a day in a life of their training, but like, right, they were highlighting the trivial things in a unique way. But I was thinking, like, I want to start making like playlists or live music where I hit a loop or I put a beat or like I play like a very simple melody, almost like kind of like a dance, like a catchy, just put a little music on that I'm listening to and the viewer can listen to at the same time. Right? It's like I don't want to just like I want I want people to not only just have a chance to like not just see how I'm thinking about training and putting it together, but make it so that these workouts they're simple enough where a beginner can mirror them and advance enough where someone who's like a professional scout is like, I don't know who this guy is, but I'll give him a trial just based on watching. Right? If I'm banging 40 yard, if I could bang 10, if I line up 10 soccer balls and I can hit the crossbar 10 times in a row 40 yards out, with like, a couple seconds rest in between each shot, consistently jump on top of a fucking goal, like windmill dunk on a 10-foot hoop, do a backflip and a front flip, and hit the Tom Turnbull. Right, Tom Turnbull is 50 juggles with the right foot, left foot, right thigh, left thigh in the head. Like, do a Tom Turnbull. That's the gold standard. 50 times with the tennis ball. I think it's doable. And I think the hardest part is just talking about it. But once it's kind of set in stone, like, once that plan's set in stone, the hardest part is having the not just manifesting it, but like breathing it and becoming it. Like, not just chasing the dream, but make it so you're not dream chasing, you're dream becoming. It's like you really put it into play, and I create a plan, but make it super like I want it to be connective and really get people together and raise a soccer community, and like have it invite people to every single one of my training sessions. Like, I'm, to be honest, I'm just looking for training partners. I was like, who isn't craving personal connection and shared time, shared spending, challenging, being challenged, grown in the same direction with people who love things that you love doing together. And so I don't want it to be this isolating, self-isolating kind of thing where I'm kind of like have blinders on. I'm like, training to be pro of this, and so you have this idea, this far of this success is like this arbitrary destination in the future that you'll never achieve, but rather this perpetual joy shared within your family and community, so have this become a shared journey. And so I think that could be good. That could be good. I think that could be really good. And so a few things to figure out. The effortless way to start out hitting either a loop board or loop patterns. Might have to buy another cell phone, right? It would just be nice, even if I could play music, right? An Instagram clip is the max length on an Instagram clip right now is 20 minutes. And so even if the only thing I did was figure out how to get another phone, and even if I started getting a speaker and Spotify on that other phone and play a 20-minute song right at sunrise, or right when I'm waking up, if I could beat my phone up and that's the only thing that I could share, it would be a modified Norwegian 4x4. So 20 minutes. Okay, so 20 minutes divided by a 4x4 within 20 minutes would be what? 4 on, 4 off, 4 on, 4 off, 4 on, 4 off. Right, 16 minutes. That's just all work. So right, 4 high, that's 4 minutes. 4 low, 8. 4 high, that's 12. 4 low, that's 16. And 4 high, that's 20. So you get 3 highs, right? Yeah. So you get 3 high intensity things. But that's pretty good, right? Assuming that I do 2 more in the day and I share a 20-minute clip of me training in the morning, like, I'm sure people feel like I just load up like that I'm just always on it. Like, even someone's like, oh, you post a lot. And it's like, yeah, no shit, motherfucker. Like, because I'm just trying to help young players who are trying to ball, and I wouldn't be trying to do this if, like, I'm not happy these days. I'm hungry to help players who were in my similar shoes, who had no resources, no one saying what they were thinking. Like, I just wish someone would have been doing this stuff for me, so I could have been like, oh, you know, I could have been like, you know, stop wasting my time and, you know, get it popping, pop it up. So that's the vision. And, you know, I just woke up from this poor sleep, and I'm kind of in a state of fog, and so hopefully some of these ideas are slightly coherent. And let me know if you got any thoughts. Reach out with any questions, 508-505-1180, Andrew Tetzlaff at Gmail, TETZLAFF at Gmail. Alright, thank you. Damn it. There it is. Oh, let's bang some. We just had some food. We had a little breakfast. Let's bang. Can we jump? Yes, we can jump. Okay. Oh.